What's going on, everybody? King of Dragons 5000 here, coming at you with another figure review. Today we'll be having a look at the Metacom Tours Mafex, the new Batman Adventures, the Joker. And so here we have the Joker posing out of the packaging. Before we take a look at the figure, let's actually run through his accessories. The Joker does come with two different head sculpts. We do get the giant smiling face that he has on him right now. Then we do get a crazy laughing face. He also does come with several sets of hands. We get a pair of fists, a pair of relaxed hands, a pair of splayed open hands, a pair of clawing hands, a hand for holding the wallet, a hand for holding the wad of money, a gesturing left hand, a right hand for holding the knife, and then a left hand for holding the paper airplane. He does come with a stack of money, which does look really nice. He does come with a folded paper airplane of the cash, which looks good. He comes with a wallet, and then of course he does come with his knife. Other than that, the Joker here doesn't come with any other accessories, so with that out of the way, let's move on to his details. And so here we have a closer look at the Mafex Joker, and I'm not gonna lie to you guys, this is like my least favorite animated series Joker of all time. I think the new Batman Adventures did some characters better, like Scarecrow. I absolutely love Scarecrow's design, but then they kind of messed up other characters, Joker being one of them, Mr. Freeze was one of them, Riddler was definitely one of them. There were so few good designs from that series. I think they should have just done the animated series Mafex figures. I think that would look better. But yeah, like I said, I was never a fan of the new Batman Adventures Joker. I never liked the blacked out white eyes. That looked kind of weird to me. His black hair is kind of stands out quite a bit. I do like the shape of it though. It's a really nice shape for the Joker. But I'm not a fan of the black hair. I would have preferred the Batman animated series Joker, the one that everybody thinks of, because that looked better than this one. This one kind of looks too stylized. I know the animated series was stylized, but this, for what it is, it looks just like the character portraits from the show, so I gotta give them credit for that. It does look a lot like the animated series drawing, so really good job there. I like the fact that they did black the lines in the teeth. That's a really nice little touch. So as far as the rest of the figure goes, he's pretty simplistic. There's really nothing too spectacular about his outfit. He is wearing your traditional Joker purple suit, which it does look good. I'm not gonna lie, I absolutely love the shade of purple that this figure has. It's really the perfect shade for the Joker, and I'm kind of upset that they didn't get an animated series Joker. I think I would have liked that a little bit better. You can see he does have his little flower right here, which unfortunately doesn't come with any effect pieces, so again, missed opportunity there. He is wearing a green shirt. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be a button-up shirt, but because of the way it's styled, it kind of just looks like a green turtleneck, which I'm not too much of a fan of that. I do like his coat though. They did a really good job giving him the tuxedo tails right here, and it's a soft material, so it will get out of the way as you need it to, so that's pretty good. You can see they did a really good job sculpting the body so that it looks flush. Yeah, there's a little bit of a gap right there, but you can always seal that up, and yeah, it's still going to be there, but it's not as noticeable. So yeah, really good job there. I do like the fact that it does take a lot of inspiration from the show, giving us the tubular arms that we saw. And we do have a little bit of detailing right here on the Joker's jacket. You can see he has some buttons right there, looking really spiffy. He does have a cummerbund right here, which that's really cool. I do like that little detail. It is its own separate piece. It's a darker purple than the rest of his outfit, so really like that. Is it cummerbund? Cumberpatch? I don't know the proper term for it. I believe it's cummerbund. I think I said Cumberbatch. It's not Benedict Cumberbatch. But anyway, moving on to the rest of the figure. Again, we have that same purple, and as we saw with his suit going down his legs, we have that really nice seam line where his tailored pants would be ironed. So that's really nice. We have another line right here. Joker is one stylish person, as you can see. Even the iron line is right here in the back. So they did a really good job with it, and I seem to recall there was an episode where he took his shoe off, and this isn't a sock. He's actually wearing like I forgot the name of it, but it's like a slip-on shoe, and that's his actual skin tone. I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure the new Batman Adventures Joker wears like sandals or more feminine footwear. because, like I said, I seem to recall one episode where he slips it off, raises his pant leg up to try to seduce someone. That's vaguely in my mind, and I'm pretty sure it was this Joker. I don't think I talked about his gloves much, but his gloves are this really nice light purple. They're not white as you would expect. I do like the fact that they're a lighter purple than the rest of his skin tone, because if they were white they would blend too much with his skin. So yeah, really good choice making these a light purple. Other than that, there's really not much to talk about. He's pretty faithful to the animated series, so that's could be good, it could be bad depending on your take on figures. So with that out of the way, guys, let's actually get the New Adventures Joker pose and compare it to other figures you may have in your collection. And so here we have the Mafex Joker posed next to a Marvel Legends Cyclops and a DC Multiverse Superman. Here we have the Joker posed next to a WWE Elite Scale figure and a Mezco 1/12 Collective Popeye the Sailor Man. Here we have the Mafex Joker posed next to a Lightning Collection White Range and a Star Wars Black Series Mandalorian. And for one final comparison, here we do have the new Batman Adventures Joker posed next to the Mafex New Adventures Batman. So with the comparisons out of the way, guys, let's actually move on to his articulation. Now, the Joker does have a double ball joint here in the head, so he can look up to about right there, can look down to about right there, which it is fairly limited. He can tilt his head side to side somewhat. Not the best that we've seen, but it is something. He does have a ball joint here in the neck, which does let him look down a little bit further. Doesn't really look up and doesn't really provide for side-to-side pivot, so that is a little bit unfortunate. Now, the Joker does have a really nice butterfly joint, which does come out quite a bit, so I do like that, and it is the same color of his jacket, so it keeps that color scheme going. We have a ball joint here in his shoulder connecting it to that butterfly joint, so I do like that. You can pivot the arm up or down, forward or back. It does go out to the side, all the way out, as you can see, really nice range of movement there. Does go all the way around, but you gotta be careful in how you do it, because of the way it's sculpted, it will sometimes get snagged in that butterfly joint, and because of the way it is designed, his arm does go out at that angle, so do be aware of that. He does have a really stiff swivel here in the shoulder, which that is really tight. I am a little bit worried about that joint, but he does have technically a double bend in the elbow, but he only gets 90 degrees, which could be much better, honestly. He does have a ball hinge here at the wrist, so that does rotate, can go up and down, or in and out, depending on how you have it situated, and then it rotates on that pin. Then we do have a double ball joint here in his torso, which it does lean back quite a bit, but there is some gapping with this Joker, so do be aware of that as you move him around. He can lean forward really nicely, so I do like that. Then we get some side-to-side pivot as well as left and right rotation, so really good range in his abdomen right there. He does have a ball hinge here at the hip, so they do drop down to give him a little bit more range. He can kick out a little past horizontal, so I do like that. Going out to the side, not the best. You can see that's about as far as it goes out, not even 45 degrees. We do have a rotation here at that assembly. Then for his knees, we only get about a 90 degree bend, maybe a little bit more, and some rotation at the knee, but you're not going to be using it much. Then we have probably the worst part of articulation on this figure. We have a ball joint here at the ankle. I don't know why they went with a ball joint. It gives very little up and down, very little pivot. It does rotate, but overall I would have preferred seeing a hinge, maybe a ball hinge, because the ball joint will wear out over time, and he is a more top-heavy figure, so yeah, very questionable decision on that ball joint right there. And unfortunately, we don't get any toe joints, although I think that is very fortunate in this Joker's case. So with that out of the way, guys, let's actually get the Joker pose for my final thoughts, and then we'll wrap up this review. And so here we have the new Batman Adventures Mafex Joker pose for my final thoughts, and overall this is a pretty decent figure. Just like I said with the new Batman Adventures Batman, it is a very heavily stylized figure, and I know a lot of people aren't fond of stylized figures, especially when they come directly from the source like these figures do. They look a lot like their animated counterparts, and they function a lot like their animated counterparts, except they're made of plastic and not a drawing on the TV screen, and that does lead to some issues with articulation. Now, me personally, I'm not a particular fan of the new Batman Adventures designs. I think the Joker was one of the worst redesigns that they did for the animated series. They should have just stuck with the original drawings, but that's not saying he's a bad figure. This figure does have its limitations. Unfortunately, he's not super articulated like all the other figures we've been having a look at from Mafex. And another issue he does have is standing. The fact that he is on 2 ball joints rather than ball hinges does make him a little bit tricky to stand, especially since he is a top heavy character. Now, that's not saying he's bad. He does look really nice when posed with the new Batman Adventures Batman, but other than that, these two really don't have much of a place in a lot of people's collections just because they are the first 2 that they released, and to my knowledge we're not getting any other newer Batman Adventures figures, so that is a little bit unfortunate. If we do get other figures down the line, hopefully we do get Robin, Nightwing, and maybe Bane. I think Bane had one of the best designs, but that's a story for a different time. But this Joker here is a pretty solid figure if you're a fan of his design. Now, if you are looking for this Joker, he is starting to hit online retailers at the time I'm making this video, so if you did pre-order him from sites like AmiAmi or HobbyLink Japan, you should have gotten a shipping notification for this figure. Now, I did pay $70 from HobbyLink Japan for this figure, and that's pretty good, seeing as how he's really not too spectacular of a figure. Getting him off a site like Big Bad Toy Store or Amazon, you will end up paying about $90 for him, which in all honesty, I don't see $90 in this figure. Now, if you'd like the design, definitely pick him up, but if you're not a fan of this particular design of the Joker, I can understand why you would pass on it. This Joker isn't for everyone, but I do like it overall, so if you're a fan of this design of Joker, definitely consider picking him up. With that being said, guys, I'm KingofDragons 5000. Don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel. Go ahead and check out all my other action figure reviews, as well as all my other Mafex and DC videos. Hopefully you find them informative. As always, if there's a figure you would like to see me review, let me know down in the comments, and if it's in my collection, I'll gladly have a look at it. While you're at it, check out my Instagram account for new and exciting action figure photos, and as always, ring that bell to be notified every time I upload a video. Until next time, guys, I'll see you later. Take care, everyone.